You all have heard about COVID-19 pandemic that is spreading rapidly and taking lives globally. I would like to help you know more about this viral pandemic. SARS-CoV-2, identified in December 2019, is a kind of corona that causes the disease. Not all corona is dangerous. It spreads mainly through person-to-person contact. You can also catch corona by touching an infected surfaces on objects and then touching your mouth, nose, possibly your eyes. But there is no evidence that humans can catch this from an animal. Some scientists and doctors believe that it spreads through air as well. Depending upon person's immunity, symptoms can show up to 2 to 14 days. The main symptoms being fever, coughing, shortness of breath, fatigue, body aches, loss of smell or taste, nausea, and diarrhea. Headaches too. You should get medical help immediately if you see these 4 severe symptoms. Trouble breathing or shortness of breath, ongoing chest pain when you can't wake up fully, bluish lips or face. One can have higher chances of being infected under these health conditions. Disease of or weak kidney, lungs, liver, heart, a weakened immune system, obesity, sickle cell disease, type 1 and type 2 diabetes, moderate to severe asthma, disease that affects your blood vessel and blood flow to your brain, high blood pressure, dementia, pregnancy, smoking, and thalassemia. Do you know patients of COVID-19 who have recovered show some serious complications? In children, it causes inflammation in blood vessels even after recovery. In adults, strokes can be one of the complications. Some patients get dangerous blood clots in their legs, lungs, and arteries. Let's know what to do and avoid if you run an office. Since we use our desk, laptop, mouse, stationery, and telephones on a daily basis, it is important to wipe them with a disinfectant regularly. Employees should be provided with disposable wipes as well. It is important that hand rubs are placed all around the workplace and soap dispensers are regularly filled. It is crucial to keep communicating and promoting the message that people need to stay at home even if they have just mild symptoms of COVID-19. If you run or manage a clinic, health center, you should train and prepare your staff. Ensure that clinical staff know the right way to put on, use and take off PPE safely. Recognize the symptoms. Implement procedures to quickly triage and separate infected from other patients. Emphasize hand hygiene and cough etiquette for everyone. Ask staff and workers to stay home if they are sick. You should take certain precautions before your patients arrive. Prepare the clinic. Know which of your patients are at a higher risk of adverse outcomes of COVID-19. Consider and plan for providing more telemedicine appointments. Know how to contact your health department. Assesses and restock supplies on a regular basis. You should communicate with your patient. Ask patient about symptoms. Consider rescheduling non-urgent appointments, post signs at entrances and in waiting areas about preventive actions. Prepare the waiting area and patient rooms. Provide supplies, tissues, alcohol-based hand rub, soap at sinks and trash cans. Try placing chairs 6 feet apart. Use barriers like screens if possible. If your office has reading material and other materials, clean them regularly. This is what you need to do when patients arrive. Place staff at the entrance to ask patient about their symptoms. Limit non-patient visitors. Provide symptomatic patients with tissues or face masks to cover mouth and other things. Separate sick patients with symptoms. Allow patients to wait outside or in the car if they are medically able. Create separate spaces and waiting areas for corona infected and other patients. Place sick patients in a private room as quickly as possible. After patients are assessed, provide at-home care instructions to patients with respiratory or other symptoms. Consider telehealth options for follow-up. Notify your health department for patients. After patients leave, clean frequently touched surfaces using approved or recognized disinfectants. Protect yourself and others from the spread of COVID-19. You can reduce your chances of being infected or spreading COVID-19 by taking some simple precautions. Regularly and thoroughly clean your hands with the alcohol-based hand rub or wash them with soap or water. Maintain at least 1 meter to 3 feet distance. Avoid going to crowded places. Avoid touching eyes, nose and mouth. Why? Hands touch by surfaces can pick up viruses and once contaminated, hands can transfer the virus all over you. Make sure you and the people around you follow good respiratory hygiene. This means covering your mouth and the nose with your bent elbow or tissue when you cough or sneeze. Then dispose of the tissue immediately and wash your hands. Stay home and self-isolate. Seek medical attention immediately. Avoid traveling in public transport. Always use face screens while traveling by airplane or trains. Keep up to date on the latest information from trusted sources like WHO and other local and national televisions. If you use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer, make sure you use and store it carefully. Keep them out of children's reach. Take them and teach them how to apply and monitor its uses. Avoid touching your eyes, mouth, and nose immediately. Hand sanitizer recommendations to protect against COVID-19 are alcohol-based and therefore can be flammable. Do not use handling or fire or cooking. Under no circumstances, drink or let children touch it. If you do not have the supplies of sanitizer and if you cannot afford it, you can make it at home. 85 ml of cold boiled water, 1 cup of 99% of isopropyl alcohol, 1 tablespoon of 3% hydrogen peroxide, 1 teaspoon of pure glycerin. Mix them and do not use it before 72 hours. So as to kill any virus here. Try using 3-layered cloth mask prepared at home. Leave out N95 mask and surgical mask for health and professionals. Do not forget to wash your mask with regular detergent every day. Always sanitize your hands before touching or wearing your mask. We stitched attractive and durable designer masks and distributed them to people irrespective of backgrounds. Precautions during lockdown or if you are in self-isolation. Try exercise, dance to music, play active video games, try skipping rope, do some muscle training, regular checkup, your sitting postures while working from home, break up your sitting and stand up while working on phone, computer, watching TV, self-isolate yourself in airy room with proper ventilation. During quarantine, clean and disinfect your room and toilet yourself. The quarantine period or lockdown have had severe effects on mental health conditions of people otherwise considered healthy. The new realities of working from home, temporary unemployment, homeschooling of children and lack of physical contact with other family members, friends, colleagues take time to get used to. Adapting to lifestyle changes such as these and managing the fear of contacting the virus and worry about people close to us actually made things very difficult for us. Here are tips and advice I hope you will find useful. Keep informed, listen to advice and recommendations from your national and local authorities. Follow trusted news channels such as local and national TV. Have a routine. Keep up the daily routines as far as possible or make up new ones. Get up and go to bed at similar timings. Keep your personal hygiene. Eat healthy. Exercise regularly. Allocate time for working and time for resting. Make time for doing things which you enjoy. Minimize news feed. Try to reduce how much TV you watch, read or listen to news that make you feel anxious or distressed. Social contact is important. If your movements are restricted, keep in regular contact with people close to you by telephone or online channels. Alcohol and drug use. Limit the amount of alcohol you drink and don't drink at all. Don't start drinking if you have never drunk it. Avoid using alcohol. There is no evidence of any protective effect of drinking alcohol for viral or other infections. In fact, the opposite is true, as the harmful use of alcohol is associated with increased risk of infection and worse treatment outcomes. And be aware that alcohol and drug use may prevent you from taking and talking time to others. Screen time. Be aware of how much time you spend in front of screen every day. Video games. While video games can be a way to relax, it can be tempting to spend much more time on them than usual when at home for long periods. Social media. Use your social media accounts to promote positive and hopeful stories. Help others. If you are able to, offer support to people in your community who may need it. Support health workers. Take opportunities online or borrow through your community. You can distribute other things to them. Don't discriminate. Fear is a normal reaction in situations of uncertainty. Be kind. Don't discriminate against people because of your fears. Don't discriminate against people who you think may have coronavirus. Don't discriminate against health workers. Health workers deserve your respect and gratitude. COVID-19 has affected people from many countries. Don't attribute it to any specific group. Fruits and vegetables are important components of a healthy diet. Wash them the same way you should do under any circumstances before handling them. Wash your hands in soap and water. Then wash fruits and vegetables thoroughly with clean and running water. And don't fall prey to rumors and foul praise wrong with misguiding advertisements. Few people are using bad ways to make money by the name of COVID-19. Pandemic posting or destitute and left out of the society. Online frauds are being happening, so you need to be very, very careful for that. COVID-19 medication and vaccination. No pharmaceutical products have yet been shown to be safe and effective for the treatment of COVID-19. However, a number of medicines have been suggested as potential investigational therapies, many of which are now being or will be able to soon studied in clinical departments. 6 Indian companies are developing vaccines against COVID-19 last week. The Indian government gave 2 of them, Bharat Biotech and Zydus Catalia, permission to start phase 1 and 2 human clinical trials of their most advanced vaccines named Covaxin and Zycovi-D, respectively. Let's pray we soon have these medications and vaccines available at our closest chemist shops and this pandemic ends.
Okay.